Hello everyone, my name is Mary Angela Mancuso and I am the founder of Facebook group Chronic Lyme Disease Recovery and the owner at chroniclymerecovery.com, where I help women stop their suffering from Lyme disease and get their active lives back faster. I'm glad you could join me today. I'm always thrilled that you're taking action to get the recovery you want from your Lyme disease and to learn ways that are easy so you can stop your suffering. And remember, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe so that you get updated on all the upcoming videos that I will post on ways to help you with your recovery from Lyme disease. Today's class is very special to me because when I had Lyme disease, I had trouble with the concept of soothing myself. We get so raw emotionally because of not getting validated for the struggle that we have. How many of you have ever had someone say, well, you don't look sick to me, or you've lost friendships or family relationships get strained? And there's not a way to soothe. So today I'd like to show you a few ways that you can do that to bring you out of a high stress place where there's not a lot of that validating that you need to help you feel safe and secure that you'll get through the day, you'll get through the next day, and you'll get your life back. So stick with me as we go through this easy process today. So let's get started. Now you can be seated on the floor as I am. I'm actually sitting on a pillow. I like that for my spine. You can sit in a chair or you can rest on a bed too. And remember, anything that you watch here is always adaptable. When you're doing yoga, there's no one right way to do anything except the right way that works for you, especially when you're suffering with pain and fatigue and brain issues and confusion. So in your seated position, let's get centered. Let your eyes close, relax your hands in a comfortable position. Let your breath flow naturally. And take a moment to really notice how your body is breathing. No judgments or expectations about your breath or your experience today. Just allow the process to unfold, and it will always be the right one for you. Relax your eyes. And relax the skin on your face. With your attention to your breath, begin to allow the breath to move at your belly, at your ribs, and at your chest. Noticing these three areas and seeing how your breath enters each one, not worrying if you only find one space, perhaps the chest or the belly, as your predominant focus. Allow the breath and mentally give yourself permission to breathe. Now bring attention to your shoulders and just lift them gently up, not very high. You don't want to increase any discomfort. It's just a small motion. And then very gently bring your shoulders back down and kind of move around a bit through the upper torso and get quiet again in the body. Let your breath move. Belly, ribs, and chest. Again, noticing what your breath is doing in that area. Is the belly expanding? Is the chest expanding? Are the ribs expanding and softening? Sometimes we grip and we don't realize it, and this gives you a chance just to notice. Remembering anytime that you change a body posture, you change the emotional expression. So self-soothing is about allowing yourself to receive love, to receive healing. And when we're in our fight for Lyme, we harden. It's like we put up this wall or this shell to keep experiences away because there's so much we are dealing with that it's hard to receive in a softer experience like kindness without judging it, or telling ourselves on a subconscious level that we don't deserve it in some way. Now go ahead and turn your palms up. Close your fingers into a slight fist. Now you might be swollen, so it's not about clenching. It's just about moving the fingers. Bring them into your fist. And then inhale and gently open. And we'll work our breath here. So on the next one, let's attach our breath to the movement so that you are inhaling, bring the breath in, exhale, let the breath out. And inhale, bring the breath in, and exhale, let the breath out. I like to work hands a lot because when you're not well, you don't realize how little you're using your fingers, and keeping dexterity of the fingers is keeping health in the mind, keeping the nerve pathways conditioned, as well as some of the smaller muscles through the hands and arms. So we are inhaling as we bring the hands in, exhale as you let the hands out. Just like that. Wonderful. And then let the hands turn down again. Let's begin to rock gently to one side and then rock gently to the other side. Technically, this is a side bend, but I like to think of it as a gentle rocking. Now, careful that you don't get dizzy. Remember, when you have any type of inflammation with Lyme, especially the brain inflammation, this can really set off some unusual responses. So if you're getting dizzy or lightheaded or even nauseous, I want you just to come at center and practice the hand movement again until you're ready. Exhale to one side, inhale up, exhale to the other side, and inhale up. If you can close your eyes and very softly, it's not a big push. This is like a sway, a rocking. And remember that our bodies respond to soft movements, and understanding that as a soothing and gentle reset for the emotions, the mind. Very, you might say, primal experiences in the emotional psyche. Rocking from side to side, nice and easy. Remember that today, doing less means more. It's soothing. And then come to center. You're going to walk your hands around to one side. Now your chest is facing toward that leg. Stay here, close your eyes, take a big inhale in, expand the ribs. Exhale, relax the ribs. Inhale, expand the ribs. Exhale, relax the ribs. One more inhale, expand the ribs. Exhale, relax the ribs. Open your eyes and let's walk all the way over to the other side. Keep your shoulders down. We like to do that, right? When we get into a position and we want to hold against ourselves. Relax down, soften the front throat. You're doing fine. And then let your eyes softly close. Remember to keep your face relaxed. And let's inhale and expand the ribs. Exhale and soften the ribs. Inhale, expand the ribs. Exhale, soften the ribs. Inhale, expand the ribs. Exhale and soften the ribs. And let's come back to center again, a little rocking. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Now the trick here is when you come to the side, not to again hunch the shoulders or pull up the bottom shoulder. Let your spine get a little action here. Careful of your head. It's not about pushing it down. It's mainly the spine, and then the head will follow. Soft. Remember, again, today is about less being more because we're looking for soothing. And I like to work with the emotional psyche. You'll hear me say that in almost every session I do with you, because that space, the emotional psyche, is really important to healing any illness, especially with Lyme. So much confusion, so much misunderstanding. So hard to express what is actually happening in a body that does not look sick, right? Soothe, validate that the emotional psyche is allowed to be comforted. Okay, now finish off. We come up and we're going to go over to the side again. You're going to stack your hands best you can. Remember, it's wherever your hands will land, but you're looking for that rotation because, yes, we're taking a little squeeze into the digestive. Breath in and breath out. Expand the ribs, soften them. Let the breath soften them. And then exhale. And we go back around to the other side again, moving here through the midsection, shoulders relaxed, less being more. We inhale, we just let the ribs expand out, left and right and all around. Exhale and soften the ribs. Inhale, expand the ribs and widen the spaces between them. Exhale and relax the ribs. One more time. Inhale, expanding the ribs. Exhale and relax the ribs. And we come back around to the front. Okay, now I'm coming on to hands and knees. You're welcome to stay in your chair. And on your bed, if it works that you can come on to hands and knees, arrange yourself. And if you are staying seated at the side of your bed or seated on your chair, you can put your hands on the surface in front of you, such as this, being your tabletop, or if you're on your bed with pillows. Okay, so on the floor, here are the options. We're going to sink back into what's known as the child pose. The hips go to the heels. Now, maybe this is your child's pose today because the knees hurt, the ankles hurt, and the hips are tender. That is perfect. Maybe a little bit more works for you or a little bit more. Find out what is the space, because less is what we're looking for, the comforting movement. If you're working with your surface today, you're here, you're leaning forward and you're moving back. So you would be on your chair. Okay? So adapt your space. Let it work. As we come forward, it is the inhale. As you go back, it is the exhale. I'm staying right here today. This feels wonderful for me today. Just rocking forward and back. Nothing that needs to be forced. If it's okay for you to close your eyes, close your eyes. Do hold the belly button in a bit so that you can get some abdominal muscles contracted and support the motion. Create some spinal strength also by doing that. Your inhale forward, your exhale back, rocking. Soothing energetic pathways to the emotional psyche. Giving kindness and self-care. And let's do one more, going back and coming forward. Now, if you're on the floor, and it is okay, come down to your elbows and rest your head. Now, how far you go back depends on your comfort. I'm staying here today, up a little higher. If you go back, you want to be sure that your head is supported. So even though you're back and you're hanging here, let your head touch so you can rest. If you're in your chair, you have your tabletop or your pillows on the bed, you can come forward. You're leaning and you're resting. So wherever you are, breathe into the back of the body. Imagine that the skin of your back is stretching and the breath drapes over you like a tablecloth, softening all around your body. So the inhale is stretching the skin. The exhale, the breath just drapes over you. A couple more breaths. Stretching the skin of the back, and the exhale, the breath moves around your body like a tablecloth, draping over you. And then very carefully, coming back up. Now, on the floor position, coming out and coming down onto your back, so that your knees are bent and your feet are flat to the mat. Now you'll have a little space in between your legs so that your legs are placed comfortably for you. If you are in your chair, you'll simply rest upright the same as on your bed. Now, in either position, we're going to take rotations. So on the floor, arms resting, relax your back, get all positioned so that you can soften your shoulders. On the floor, we're going to inhale to one side, exhale back up, inhale to one side, and exhale back up. Now keep on going. The variation when you're seated, you can drape your legs to one side. You would bring your legs together. Okay, you can do this on the bed, okay? And also in your chair where you rock gently side to side. Let your eyes close. And remember, less is more. So when the legs drape to the side, try not to let them just flop and fall. This is about the softness of motion today, soothing and comforting, because that soft motion plays into the rocking motions, a nurturing motion in the emotional psyche. So that's why everything is small and gentle today. No pushing, no struggling. It's like a mothering sense to you. Or I should say, to that emotional psyche, comforting, even if it's a nurturing from a father image to you. And that's all okay. Breathing so that the inhale, the legs go to the side. Careful of shoulders again, we're not scrunching, so that you only take the movement as far as you can without getting hard. So if it's just a micrometer of movement, that's where you are today. And allow yourself to be in that space. A couple more. Doing it just perfectly. And then come back to center in all positions. Now I want you to get very comfortable, chair, bed, or mat. You're welcome on the mat to keep your knees up or stretch out. Same on the bed and in the chair, leaning back. Turn your palms up. Close your eyes. Let your breath flow easy and soft. We're going to end now with our counting breath. So this is our Shavasana, the resting pose. And counting breath today is our 4-count breath. So when you inhale, it's a smooth in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Continue on your own. Each part of the breath is a count of 4. Inhale 4, hold 4, out 4, hold 4. Do the best you can. If you need to take the number down to 3, then do that. Immerse yourself in the breathing now, letting the body be quiet and calm. Counting in your mind. Immersed in your breath. Hanging out here for just a moment more now. Remembering you're always welcome to stay here for as long as you like. It is a meditation, a breathwork meditation. But I'll be silent for a few moments as you immerse yourself in your counting breath. Now finish off. Give yourself a moment to absorb the experience of your soothing session today. Give yourself a kind thought. What is one thing that you wish for yourself today of a kindness? Give yourself a kind thought. Maybe it's something you will do for yourself today that's kind. Make yourself a favorite cup of tea. Perhaps take a moment outside in a favorite spot. Perhaps call someone that you have a great friendship with. It could be anything. Even just giving yourself loving thoughts. Absorb in the kindness that you give to yourself. Add in forgiveness. Forgive yourself. Fill yourself up with love and see it in every cell. Expand it out and around you. Rest in it. And then go ahead and bring up your hands and briskly rub them together. If it is okay for you today to bring your feet up and rub them, we're stimulating nerve endings and balancing the points of the mind that connect to these further areas of the body. Knees into the chest if you're in the floor position. If you are seated or on your bed, you can just relax. And then go ahead and move up to a comfortable seated position. I'm going to grab my pillow again. And today we'll end with a one-word chant, Satnam, which means I am my truth. Truth is my name. And you always want to be your truth when you're in your recovery with Lyme, so that your truth will lead you to the truth of your recovery, so that you can get your life back and get Lyme out of your way. Let's bring our hands together and remember to hit the like button and the subscribe button so that you get all the videos that will help you stop your suffering. Let's inhale and begin. Sa. Nam. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining me.